Good morning, Narai here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I go by Nay, N-A-Y, N as in November, A-Y. I was taking a shower this morning, and as the water was washing off of me, I was asking for it to cleanse whatever does not serve me, any thoughts, any feelings, any energies. And then Soulmate popped into my head. And then I just, all of a sudden, like in my head saw, will my real soulmate please stand up? Please stand up, please stand up. I don't know why. It was like Slim Shady's song, but it's pretty much, will your real soulmate please stand up? And so people are on the search looking for their soulmate journey, or on their soulmate journey looking for their soulmate, when they really don't have to look very far. So it doesn't make sense now, but it will in a moment. So Spirit, what do we have? I just feel like I need to do this again. I know I did this before the reading. I don't even remember if I did it during the reading until just now. Messages and guidance. Messages and guidance. And look at that. The Lovers and the Empress. Messages and guidance for the collective. The Tower and the Hanged Man. Sometimes after something devastating, especially with relationships, we need to take a moment to see things from a different angle sometimes. Just pause and not jump into something with someone else, because that's how we take baggage with us. All right. So what do we have for the collective, Spirit? Who is the real soulmate for the viewer? Since this is collective. Yeah. So for some individuals, there's confusion about who the true soulmate is first. The Ace of Swords in reverse. This is this is poor judgment. This is not being honest with oneself. This is destruction, and this is arguments. This could be because of a situation that put you in this energy. Remember, before the shuffle or during, when I was splitting the cards, I showed the Tower. So this is somebody that has anxiety and is depressed. And it could be because a person that things didn't work out with, and I have my two cards here, which I will show. A person that things did not work out with, wow, this is just so working out. That things did not work out with, had them in a three-party situation. And I know this is the Pentacles for me. This is third party too. Not just the Three of Cups for me. This is my work card. They could have been dealing with somebody at work, or they could have started a new job and then started messing with someone. But whatever it is, they were not giving. They were not working with someone. You may have had someone in your life that was not working with you in regards to a relationship. The person in the Four of Pentacles energy could have been stingy and greedy and holding on to their money. It could have been insecure. They could have played on your insecurities, because people do that sometimes. They were very guarded, and you were probably confused as to where you stood. This person was toxic. This person liked to control things. Person is probably manipulative. Sometimes people like to feel in power by manipulating people and gaslighting them, because that's the only sense of control that they have. I don't even think that they all know that they do that. But look, they have people on chains. Think of them as stringing people along like puppets. Muppets. These are puppets. These are Muppets, right? I don't know. But stringing people along. This person could have had addictions or toxic behaviors. They could have brought a lot of toxicity into your life by just being who they are. What you have to do is take time to reflect on what the lesson is with the Hermit card. Take time and reflect on what the lesson is. Notice and be honest with yourself. Because remember, the Ace of Swords is not being honest. This is taking the time and being honest with yourself about what you saw and what you didn't see. For some people, this is going to be a spiritual journey. This is going to be a period of introspection. It may require you to be alone, which is perfectly fine. And I say it's fine because healing is something we have to do alone anyway. This is the Temperance card. Here is also the Death card. Because what you fail to realize and what, what you fail to realize and what you will learn, and this is an awakening. It can be an awakening for some. It's a rebirth. It's letting something go. Like, let go. And I know everyone talks about their soulmate, but let go of the thought of finding your soulmate and find yourself, who you are, your authentic self at the core. Not the self that thinks that you're so strong because you're not being vulnerable with people. Not yourself that is not being honest about the people that you allow in your life. Not yourself that knows you have healing to do but have not done it because it's just easier not to look within. This is realizing that maybe you did have weak boundaries. And you need to have stronger boundaries, not with just other people, but with yourself. Because sometimes we say we're not going to do something and we promise ourselves we're not going to do something, and we totally disregard what we promised ourselves and committed to ourselves for the sake of being with someone else. When we find our soulmate in ourselves, and I'm on this journey. When we find our soulmate within ourselves and we completely love and are fine with who we are, and we've done the work on the shadow self, the toxic parts of us, the codependent parts, the parts that beg when somebody's leaving, the parts that do drugs with somebody just to keep them around, the part that turns into someone else just to keep somebody around, the part that takes mistreatment and disrespect just to keep someone around, or the part that feels like I just need to be with someone because I'm afraid to be with myself, because I'm afraid to face myself, like that part. When you can take off the mask and be true to who you really are in your core, outside of the names that you've been called, outside of however you were treated, outside of however you feel you are in regards to your body, skinny, fat, ugly, whatever. Those are descriptions, those are words, those are not who you are at the core. So when you learn to embrace that and not care about what other people think, and you are going on this healing journey in forgiving yourself and forgiving other people and embracing who you are, flaws and all, because none of us are perfect. Nurturing your inner child, saying the things to your inner child that you wish somebody would have said to you when you felt neglected, when you felt like somebody didn't care, maybe if you were abused or mistreated because you were not protected. If you say to that inner child, and even to yourself as an adult, you still have an inner child. Some of us have lost a lot of that innocence because life has made us harden up. But you can still be gentle and kind and nurturing, because remember, I did pull the Empress card. Bottom of the deck, the Fool card. This is taking a leap of faith. This is getting out of your comfort zone. Not knowing what else is out there. So yeah, you can be on the lookout in the Three of Wands energy, waiting for your ships to sail in, for some person to come into your life, but be that person first. Love yourself first. Not saying you don't love yourself, but be your own soulmate first. That's the soulmate that we need to find, is the soulmate within us, so we can have somebody match and mirror that. It's not going to be 100%. It's going to be work. Seven of Pentacles energy. It's going to be hard work for a lot of us because we're not used to looking at ourselves that way. A lot of us are not used to being honest. Not that honest with ourselves, because it's not easy. It's hard. It's so hard. Some people need therapy. Instead of going to therapy, some people run from relationship to relationship. Some people drink and are constantly partying because they can't face their feelings. It is a problem when a person cannot express their emotions. It is a problem when a person is uncomfortable with expressing their emotions. Not saying the person's screwed up, but it's a problem when you cannot express your emotions. If you cannot express your emotions, you cannot clearly communicate. So this is all about healing and doing the work. Being responsible for your own cup being full, balancing things out. Not always making an emotional decision, being logical, even though I didn't pull out the Queen of Swords or King of Swords. But for me, one foot is in the water, one foot is on land. It's about being grounded, and it's about your emotions. Being grounded with your emotions, like being even. I had to come back really quick because when I put the cards away, I realized that this was covered by another card that I had already pulled. And so with this, we need to focus on manifesting our healing, manifesting the love within ourselves that we know we deserve to give ourselves. We should be focused on knowing and accepting and manifesting the forgiveness for the things that we've gone through. And I put emphasis on the forgiveness because some of us feel guilty about things. Some of us feel ashamed about things that we've gone through. We are not the labels. We are not what we've gone through. We are not what people have put us through. We are not any of our mistakes. We are who we are in the core when we are all naked and in the dark and alone. That is who we are in the core. We need to manifest embracing that and healing that. Okay, I'm going to let you continue to the video, but I just had to show we have the tools. You have the tools to manifest whatever it is that you want. Focus on manifesting the changes within yourself first before outside. The soulmate in yourself first before the soulmate outside. I know a lot of people are not going to like this reading. But I don't know. It's just like, sometimes you see people and you love people and you realize that they can't even face who they are because of things that they've gone through, but they think that they don't need to work on anything. And so they're going from relationship to relationship like a wrecking ball, probably damaging everybody that comes across them. Not saying that about any of you, but it made me think, and then this came to mind. So we have to look within and know that the love that we seek outside, we have to find within ourselves first. Somebody else cannot come into your life and make you happy. They can add to your happiness, but you shouldn't expect somebody to come in and make you happy. It's about having a difference of perspective and working on the things that need to be worked on, and actually being honest with yourself, with ourselves. This is doing things in moderation. This is finding your own peace and being patient with yourself. And for me, I feel like this is also knowing that even when you're with somebody, the healing process continues, because I feel like the older you are and the later you started healing, the longer... Why are you interrupting my reading? Excuse me. The older you are and the later in life you start the healing process, the longer you probably have to continue healing. Because it's the longer that you've been that way. And so you're kind of stuck in a certain way of thinking, in a certain way of living, in a certain way of being. But this is taking control and having self-control and knowing that the healing journey is going to be one that you experience alone. But while you're going to start it alone. But while you're on this healing journey and you're discovering that you are your true soulmate, and then someone else sees you for who you are and embraces who you are at the core, and they can see past just the surface, because believe me, most times people only see what's on the surface, but they can see past what's on the surface, and they know you know your self-worth and your value, and they value you just the same, if not more. Can you imagine how beautiful that will be? And for some of you, that person will help you on your healing journey. That person will help you on your healing journey. There are going to be people, oh wow. Yeah. 4 in reverse. A lot of us are still working on our stability, emotionally, mentally. This is lack of roots. This is conflict with others or just in life. This is lack of support, instability. So some of us still need to work on our stability. Yeah. Childhood issues, possibly. So I'm going to pull a few healing cards, shamanic healing cards, because this is all about healing. But I know my true soulmate is myself, and I can't expect anyone to come into my life anymore until I embrace myself as my soulmate, my personal opinion. Messages and guidance. Creativity. Some of you can use creativity as an outlet to express yourself. And that may be a way of doing your healing. There's art therapy, there's journaling, there's dance. Messages and guidance. Wow. The Death card. You are going to have to go through a symbolic death. This is confirmation. The Death card. When I see this, I think about being honest and seeing what is actually hidden, what we don't want to face, and bringing it to light. Ooh, did I say bringing it to light? Forgiveness. Forgiveness. Forgiving ourselves, forgiving the people that have hurt us, even if they've never apologized. Messages and guidance. And look out for omens. For some people, an owl is an omen. For other people, it may be a simple object, such as something small like tipping over. Know that there are unlimited possibilities. You just have to believe in yourself and start working on your journey. I can't make this up. Your inner journey. What? Okay. I feel like Well, no, I saw it. Sexual energy. I feel like some of us, sexual energy that we exchange with someone else kind of hinders our growth. It makes us attached. But this is all about self-love, which you know I'm all about if you're familiar with my channel. Self-love. So, you are your own soulmate. You are your first soulmate. So, that is the journey you need to be focused on. Your healing and love journey. Your self-worth journey. If you feel like you don't need to work on your things, more power to you. But I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you for watching my video. This has been crooked the whole time, but that's okay. My name is Narai. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.